clapping. Keep for me. Keep clapping for me. My name is Colleen Smith. You might have recognized me or seen me on Netflix and Comedy Central. I have been on Netflix and Comedy Central. I've tuned into those channels before, so same thing. Right? This is fun. I've never been to Mattree, although I grew up in the Norwood, Pleasant Ridge area. Single dad of 3 girls. I never considered us rich, but I didn't really consider us poor. Could we have had a proper coffee maker? Yeah, my dad just preferred to use the instant Folgers crystals. Could we have had the proper soap that would take off marker and paint off your skin, or blacktop scuffs off your bike or your roller skates? Yeah. My dad prefers to use gasoline as a common household. Could we have afforded to go to Disney World for vacation? No, we weren't that kind of people. O'Connell girls instead on vacation went to Civil War battlefields and presidential boyhood homes. I remember coming back from summer break back to school and all these girls would be like, check out my Mickey ears, look what I got in Disney World. And I would be like, check out this patch. So I know myself. That's from Gettysburg. They would all have pictures of themselves at the beach in Florida. O'Connell girls' vacation pictures were them standing in abandoned fields or straddled atop phallic cannons. The Battle of Antietam was fought here, okay? That's important stuff. So I don't know if it was just things that were just preferences that my dad had, but there were certain things growing up that I just always associated with rich kids. Cable TV, first floor, but that was a rich kid thing. We didn't have cable until I was in high school, and that was only because the house we lived in didn't have reception for network TV. Valentines, the store-bought Valentines. The Valentines that had candy with them. That was rich kid stuff. The kids who had money for Scholastic Book Fair. Rich kids. The kids who had the Eastland brand shoes. We got the Payless knockoff that turned your socks brown when they got wet. Sleeping bags that had the New Kids on the Block on them. Rich kid shit. We had a sleeping bag. It was brown. It came from the Army surplus store. We had a sleeping bag, singular, for 3 girls to share. Fun fact, I was a bedwetter well into my teens, so it also smelled like urine. A little about me, I am with a group called Progressive. Progressive is a company that works with families and individuals. Progressive is a company that works with families. I think there might be a basket. There might be a basket going around if you want to put money in that tonight. Progressive. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry. My car insurance is due. I'm sorry. Tonight is not about my car insurance. Tonight's about Brad and the Giesling family and military service, cancer research funding. More importantly, tonight is about me. So if we could just focus on me, let's just do that. Actually, I know Emily from working at Cincinnati Children's. I worked there for almost 12 years. We worked together. I just left this past December. I joined the Great Resignation. I don't know if I wanted to quit my job or just be a part of a hashtag. Either way, I knew leaving would be difficult, but there were certain things I knew that would be hard, that I would miss. I would miss my friends. I would miss, the doctors I worked with. I'd miss my service there. But I really missed that like people knew me. They knew about my disability. They knew and understood that, I would go to lunch, take a 45-minute lunch. Okay, like an hour lunch errand, okay? Who was keeping track? Not me. But I would take my lunch and then I would come back and spend an additional 20-ish in the bathroom. I have what doctors call a little bit of a GI problem. So at this new job, they don't know me, they don't know my work ethic as it is. So it's been hard to fit in. I just want the gossip. There's always been gossip at Children's. So I'm sitting at a table at lunch, and there's these three women, and they're like talking about this girl who's called off for the last 3 days. And I'm all like, so they're talking about like this is a pain in the butt or whatever. I'm like, but doesn't that really piss you off? And they're like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Who are you? Yeah, I guess. So, like, it's just, it is what it is. And I'm all like, isn't she like a bitch? I'm over here just trying to like stir and churn this turd up, and nobody is biting. I try to be funny. I try to make people laugh. Nobody gets the jokes. I'm in an OR. I'm still doing surgery there. I'm in an OR, and I'm changing a trash bag. I'm doing one of these things, like, like trying to get air in the bag. And when I did that, this cheap trash bag just like busted through. The whole bottom just like popped through. And I thought I was like so super quick-witted, so I'm all like, that's just like my hymen. It was radio silence. Nobody laughed. And I like legit made eye contact with people the whole time. And nobody laughed. I get it. We're doing surgery. You're operating. Like, I get it. Like, the patient's the priority. But like, honestly, like, who is paying attention to me? It's been difficult. I thought I was super clear in the interview that, yes, you want me to do A, B, and C, and in return, you would give me this money. But I thought, like, it was unspoken, it was, unwritten that, like, yes, I'll do A, B, and C, you'll give me this money, and in return, I'm just gonna be, like, witty, clever, and hilarious all day. And that's just not happening. And it's just a shame. Like, I've built a career on being the like funny person at work, or like the fat funny friend in my group. Humor essentially cloaks my incompetence. So when you're being funny, nobody even realizes that you're doing a shitty job. So when nobody's laughing, all of a sudden I have to like try to do a good job. I've got to like try to do the job we agreed I would do. Call me old-fashioned. That's bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. I start thinking like, do I regret taking this job? I don't. I have a lot of other regrets. Do I regret taking an Ambien and then taking a picture of myself like this, topless, and sending it to like 42 people I worked with? I do. Do I regret taking it in black and white so it was artsy? Tits noir, if you will? I regret that. Do I regret leaving a tube of toothpaste entirely too close to a tube of Vagisil? I do. My husband regrets it a little bit more. And if I'm quoting the truth stick, Noah, did the bacterial vaginitis in your mouth clear up? And as for me, my cooter is minty fresh. Do I regret telling a lot of people in Cancun after drinking a lot of tequila and chasing it down with a lot of cool water that I wanted to reverse my tubal so that I could have sexual intercourse with Bernie Sanders to have his babies? Do I regret that? No, I don't, and I would do it right now. Do I regret having yogurt for breakfast and then taking my kids up to Kings Island, having one of those large blue ice creams for lunch and heading over to the water park? I do. Fun story. Like I said, I have a bit of a GI issue. Medical terms. I have debilitating chronic IBS, coupled and compounded with a wild lactose intolerance. Does that prohibit me from eating certain things? It should. Did I eat half a wheel of brie before I got here? I did. Just waiting for that party to start. I have shat myself every gas station on 71 between here and Kings Island. Not a joke, just facts. That morning, my kids wanted to go to Kings Island, they wanted to go to the water park. I wasn't feeling super hot that day, but I was like feeling super hot that day. Because you know, if you have ever been to Kings Island or you have ever been to that water park, you know, those people look like they have wrapped a swimsuit around a spilt pint of cottage cheese. So I wasn't feeling super hot, but like I was feeling just fine. They wanted to go on one of those family rafty rides that goes down the slide. We get in, we go down the first hill, we hit the first bank, and I lost it. And by lost it, it wasn't just a little like, it was a full release. We were now sitting in a soup of shit. My kids are screaming. Everyone just thinks we're having a good time. They are clawing to get out of the raft into the shit soup. We still have to ride to go down still. So every bend, every turn is just shit water. I look like the FEMA girl. Splashing in my face. We get down to the end of the ride. There's like this attendant or lifeguard that like helps you out of the raft. I don't know why. I thought my kids would just be like, get out of the ride, we'll just move on. But they are screaming, she pooped! She pooped! A crowd has formed. I'm trying to get out, like trying to conceal like what I've done. The evidence is there. It looks like we have rolled around in a wet, muddy pile of mulch. I see the attendant. We make eye contact. He sees what I've done. The evidence is there. What can I do? What can I say? Well, I blamed him. I blamed him. This is your fault. There is some mechanical issue on this ride that's created this problem for everybody. We left. What, it's different fireworks? No, we left. I did learn something that day though, and that is anytime that you have an opportunity to make someone else's day a little more about you, take that opportunity. Thank you.